Show me what you got.
Okay, I'm gonna put that head on him now, and that's the start of the podcast.
That's fine.
Let's get Swifty.
Get Swifty.
Take off your pants and shit on the floor, Swifty. Hi guys, welcome to Vita Deditae Gaming. We're here again with 4 mugs, 1 mic. You have myself, Corey,
Jeremy,
Kate,
Chris.
and we're going to be talking again about the hottest gaming news. So guys, straight into it. It only came out, what was it, yesterday?
Friday
Evil
the
Within
13th.
2. So I've been playing Evil Within 2. Kate's been watching me play quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
Really, really good game.
It's good, bro.
Really, really enjoyable. So it came out on Friday the 13th. I got it on the day of and just played the shit out of it that day.
It's good marketing coming out Friday the 13th.
It was, yeah, it was cool.
Same
And like,
Yeah,
it was
sorry,
Halloween
that's
as well.
They needed all the marketing they can get after the first one, so yeah.
I think it's compared to the first game, it's such an improvement.
It
is.
It's such an improvement.
It is.
It's a little bit more like, you get into areas like hub areas, which is a bit more open world, and you have like a few side missions and things like that you can go out and do. But it's a really, I'm really enjoying it.
So the
really enjoying it.
linearity of it, if that's a word.
It's not as linear as the first game.
It's not,
Obviously,
it's completely gone.
it's hard because you don't make choices. Like, you can't choose what to do. You just choose an order what you want
You
to do.
just choose
things.
where to go when you want.
Exactly, yeah, but you can't you don't get to a certain point. It's like, do you want to do this or this? It's still a very linear experience.
And the way you approach the missions, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But compared to the first game, which was basically Resident Evil 4 wannabe, this
And
is
it will
actually
never be.
it's got a bit of its own more
It's the same guy
identity.
who made
Like, you
it.
can see where it's pulled stuff from. Like, me and
Yeah.
Kate saying, like, this from that, but it's still got its
Oh
own
my god,
identity.
that's so much.
A lot of it.
So much
a lot
like
of it.
that's Silent Hill, that's Resident Evil. But it is good.
You know what? That's a
It's
good
great
thing
in a post.
because they're pulling from the best survival horrors that have been out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what they're trying. You can see what they're trying to do.
There is still a bit of with the story in terms of you'll get people saying things like, you don't have to understand it to be able to do it. And it's like, so you say that.
It's a cop-out. It is a bit of a cop-out. They still want to explain
They
it.
don't have time to explain. Well, they don't have time to explain. It's
Oh,
one
it's
of those
definitely,
level of things.
It's
It's like,
one of those ones.
and-
And at the first half an hour of the game, you can sit there and just watch as they try and bullshit this new game together.
Yeah.
Because in the first game, they had a premise where you didn't know you was inside the thing and all that. But this is just literally like, let's just get them to the point where they're inside the thing and then carry on from there.
Do you want to
So as soon as they get to that part, but they get so it's basically so in the first game is revolving around you getting hooked into this machine called the STEM system.
Yeah.
So this STEM system is basically the Matrix,
Yeah.
where you go
Yeah.
inside a machine, but it's controlled by one overall person. So instead of being controlled by like an AI, you're controlled by a person that's linked to everybody else. So in the first game,
I didn't know that.
so
You're all plugged into this one guy's mind in the first
basically,
one.
yeah.
Basically,
But-
you're inside his dreams, I guess.
Sort of. Like, they've built a world,
Or his
and then,
imagination,
yeah, exactly. But he can like alter it. But the thing is, in the first game, that went to pot because he can control everything, and then he's obviously the main bad guy in that game at that point. The new game, it works a bit differently. So the first part, you find this out in the first 5 minutes, so it's not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
But in the new game, that
Umbrella
person.
has taken over.
Umbrella, it's basically Umbrella. It's not Umbrella. What are they called again? In this
Mobius?
One? Mobius, yeah, they're called Mobius in this one. And they've
It's
taken
a really ominous name.
they've taken your daughter, and now she's the one, because their thinking was that having a young, innocent mind inside the machine will make everything fine because it's very malleable.
It's
They
a
can,
fixed
they can,
daisies.
they can, basically, they can
Fluffy
control it like
clouds.
how they want to. It's not how it ended up. Basically, what happened is it's not your daughter.
Kid's mind's fucked.
As
That's what
far
I've
as I can tell
seen.
so far, your daughter's not the problem, but it's
Yeah.
people that went inside and that are like messed up in the head. They're the ones that are causing the issues. And so far, it's played out really, really well. I'm really enjoying it. The gameplay mechanics they've just evolved on the previous game. Like on the first game, you had to burn people, and
Yeah,
do that
that's
stuff.
fine.
You don't
Yeah,
have to do that
bullshit that
anymore.
was.
That just did my head in.
Because it goes burn everyone in case they come back.
Yeah.
It's like you had to burn like 1 in like 10 people maybe.
Yeah,
And it's just like I'm wasting matches here.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, that mechanic's completely gone now.
They
You don't
kept
have
the
to worry
cool
about that at all.
save room with the nurse.
Just
Yeah.
still have
That's my
to
favourite bit of the first one.
drain the juice from
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you do, yeah. So you still take the juice out of
the
them
brain
and you use
juice,
it.
whatever it was.
Pretty much, yeah. It's
The levelling up juice.
It's weird because you still don't quite understand the rules of the world because obviously it's not a real world, but still things like get affected in a realistic way. You can't quite understand it yet.
Yeah.
Well, I hope there's a bit more explaining. We're getting towards the end of the game now. I've almost
Yeah.
completed it after 2 days,
Wow.
but I'm really, really enjoying it.
How long have you been playing it?
I'm going to say it's probably about a 15-hour game.
Yeah, it sounds
We're on
about right.
chapter 14.
We're on chapter 14
At
of 17, yeah.
Alright.
I had to find out how long it was.
So that brand juice is like Bioshock then.
It's similar. It's upgrade material basically.
Yeah.
So you need some
upgrade the
Bioshock
character,
in it though.
Yeah.
My favourite thing.
Somehow it upgrades how many like in the first game, it upgraded how many shells you have in your shotgun and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like,
it
somehow
it
that
doesn't do it in
affects-
this one. Yeah, it doesn't affect it. It's only you as a person.
Yeah,
as an
that's good.
individual.
Because you got a
It affects
workbench
So it's
for a
even
weapon
more like
upgrade.
Bioshock then.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't actually remember what it's called in Bioshock.
It's cool though. I'm really enjoying the game.
My
there's-
favourite bit that was
yeah.
my favourite bit
the ghost lady.
is the ghost lady that every time she turns up, I'm like, she looks so sick.
So is it
She
scary?
looks so cool. It's not scary, but
It's not
she's
scary.
she
Oh,
just
not scary.
she looks really good, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's all like she's got like black hair over her face, and she's quite tall,
Is it
isn't
like
she?
the one out of PT?
It's not scary in the
No.
same way that Resident Evil 4 isn't scary,
Yeah,
but it's still a survival horror game.
yeah.
Right.
And she's
You
got
always
all
feel
like
like you're on the back foot,
bandages
though.
that like float, and she sings and she calls your name as well, doesn't she? And she's got a really creepy like little high voice,
So it's
and
more-
she's so cool.
Creepy than
Yeah.
jump scary kind of thing.
Yeah,
I don't know, because we are like.
we do. That's just us. That's because that's how we play games.
When you spawned in and that thing was there.
That was bullshit. That was.
Remember yesterday?
Oh, that was madness. Okay, so this game is obviously it's a Bethesda game, so it comes with a big asterisk.
And it's
right there.
day 2.
It is broken. This game is
Yeah.
busted. We've seen some mad shit.
We
We've
have.
seen him do
We
like
have.
splits above his head.
With his
We've
legs.
seen him do, I've seen him do crazy wavy arm stuff. I've been in an area where it's like a maze. Basically, it's very early on in the game, and I was like, shit, I've got to go around this whole maze because there's loads of people in this maze as well. You have to go and deal with. And I was like, oh shit, so there's some items there, like a boss arena item, so you want to pick them up. I picked one item up, the game glitched out and it flung me across the room to exactly where I needed to be on the other side of the maze. I was like, wow, this worked out pretty well for me, didn't it?
Yes, Bethesda.
The best glitch we've seen is at the end of a cutscene, and he's got like a utility belt on, and he's got a walkie-talkie,
Yeah.
and the walkie-talkie was upside down, and it just spun around, and so of course we looked at each other and we were both like, dun, 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 and that was like,
beautiful.
that was
Beautiful.
it was so subtle, like they were trying to get away with it, like if we just spin it back around, no one will notice, but it was just so blatantly obvious. And then your head fell off as well.
Yeah.
Your hair was floating.
So basically, my guy got stuck in a position, and the only part of him that was physically moving was his hair. So I'd move, I couldn't walk around, but I could move the person in the space, and his hair would just move and not detach from his body and just go and do stuff. I had to turn the game off at that point. I was like, that's enough Bethesda for today for me.
This sounds like the most broken Bethesda game.
It's so good though.
To be fair,
So
No,
like,
it's
good.
not been bad so far.
You kind of expect it from day one.
A really
day
early
2.
game, exactly. Yeah, really,
Until
really
they put on a patch where like they've realised how many bugs are in it.
Yeah.
Especially because they don't send out review copies anymore.
No.
So
yeah.
they're not going to get any of these.
Nobody knew what this
unless
game
they
was
get
gonna
it
be
through
like.
their own playtesting. People aren't going to
Exactly.
go, oh, this is glitch, this is
I
glitch.
think
They
What
don't
everyone
know
was
until
saying
now.
about this not sending out review copies is that they weren't going to do it because they weren't going to make the same quality games more. But I don't think that's the case.
No.
Because this game, I'm really enjoying this game. It's a really good game.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of held back by the fact that it's an Evil Within game because people
Yeah.
look at the first one and think, oh, it's just another noise.
Yeah.
But I'm really enjoying it. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as
That's
it is.
good, yeah. me
I
too.
think it will do critically well. I'm worried about it in the sense of being in selling well because I haven't seen any adverts for it.
So yeah, the marketing in Evil Within the original game. I remember seeing billboards,
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
seeing adverts.
Yeah.
It was always
They
on
had those
all of the
you know, that in
websites.
between adverts where it's just a flash.
Yeah.
They had those
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was like you're like, oh, what's that?
But I've not seen anything for it.
I was so hyped for that. I was so hyped because you bought it me as an early birthday present,
Yeah.
and I was so hyped.
It was being put out
We bought
as
it and I
the
was
new
like,
Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I
That's
bought
what
it
being
because
put
it
out
said
as.
on the advert, it goes made by the creator of the Resi series, and I was like, well, Kate's gonna love this.
do you know what though? I think that's why I judged it extra harshly.
Yeah.
Because Resident Evil 4 is my favourite game, and
It
then
was-
playing
it was played so close.
and I can see the like comparisons, and I'm like, you will never be.
Yeah.
You will never be Resident Evil 4.
To be fair, like, from what I've seen of it, I mean, I'm not the biggest Resident Evil fan in the world, but like you can see the similarity. Definitely.
I think this one feels more like a Silent Hill than a Resident Evil.
From the things like character design and like the more open world aspect
Yeah.
to it, it does much more feel like that. But either way, it's a really good game. I'm really enjoying
They've
it.
probably gone for the Silent Hill vibe because.
Yeah.
Doc, stop going. They've probably gone for the Silent Hill vibe simply because Resi's back now, so they
Yeah.
don't want to like take away from that.
Do you know what the most important question is?
Silent Hill's gone.
When are we getting Skyrim on the stem?
That's it.
So I want to know.
It's not gonna be long. But yeah, Evil Within 2, if you're in any way, if you enjoy survival horror
Horrors.
games, go pick this game up because it's really enjoyable.
Yeah.
Word
Really,
of mouth
really
is going to
enjoying
be what's going to save this
Oh
game.
yeah.
Thing is, it's the right time for it to come out.
Yeah.
Like you want a horror game to come out in October, Friday the 13th, or on Halloween. So it's got that time.
It's got the
Like,
gimmick of it,
problem
hasn't
is,
it?
it's got like games like Mario and all that coming out at the same time. It's a bit,
Yeah, I think it's a different audience at that point as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, you've got the survival horror,
And
like
Mario.
I've looked at survival horror games, and the thing is, the survival horror that fan base is very rabid. Like they want it,
Yeah.
they really want it, and if they hear something's good, they'll pick it up because there's not a lot going around these days.
I think with Mario and
That's
stuff, Mario
that-
seems like a
that's-
game that's going to be like a long game, whereas this, it's not very long, is it? It's not like it's.
It's not massive.
No. Get it done
Massive,
before
massive.
Mario.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I've
a lot of
completed it in 2 days almost.
streamers will get that game kind of noticed
In a day.
because they'll stream it on.
They'll do a whole sitting, won't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And people like watching people play scary games.
Yeah, I
And
think
then
it is.
people
I think
see it, like, oh, well,
YouTubers
players-
will pick it up big. I can see a lot of
YouTubers,
YouTubers playing it.
street streamers, anyway. It's like
I
it's
don't
one of
know,
those.
with the advertising issues at the moment, they might not.
Yes, yeah. Have you heard about those advertising
No.
issues?
No.
So at the moment on YouTube, anything that's deemed what's the best word for it? Anything that's deemed like a bit extreme,
Inappropriate in
inappropriate
any
for
way.
young audiences. They're
Is that-
removing all
so, like,
advertisement.
Even one swear
rights to
word.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I've heard about
They're
this.
removing all
It's a bit
advertisement
harsh.
rights to that, and they're going hard on it. And everyone's like, literally, the top
That-
play
you know,
90% of games
You
out
know,
there at the moment.
that's how Patreon stuff comes out because
Yeah.
people use that instead now. But there's also a thing about that where you have to have so many views before you can even link your Patreon on your end screen now.
It's madness, isn't it?
And
YouTube.
people are going to just jump back to Twitch.
Yeah.
No, I've heard that
Yeah.
they're going to start pushing YouTube Gaming as a separate platform entirely. It's going to have different usage rights as compared to normal YouTube. So the thing is it's going to be more lax in terms of those sorts of things. Not in terms of like, copyright, but in terms of like.
it's like YouTubers
advertisements,
that are doing 7 Days to Die, for example, they can't have the word "die" in the title of the video.
Oh my god. 7 days to do.
Yeah,
something else.
and it's
7 days to stay alive.
It's even things like if they use the word "die" or they're dead, or their head's been blown off.
Yeah.
You know, then they can't get
And the
advertisement
issue with
rights
that,
anymore.
it's not because people complain about it, it's because YouTube just automatically flags it.
It's like it's automatic. Like, yeah, you're right. They've got like certain words,
And
certain
even if you
Two
appeal
words,
it,
sounds,
and even if you appeal it, apparently, and it then comes up and say, "Oh yeah, it's now acceptable because it's been appealed," and a human's gone and looked at it.
you already lost so much money from
And the
The
thing
thing
is,
is, a few hours later, it's then been flagged again.
YouTube's biggest
their system's broken.
YouTube's biggest
That's the
revenue
issue.
incomes are gaming videos and music videos.
Yeah.
And if they lose game videos,
All those music
it's got
videos
at
have
least
swear
one
words in
more.
as well. Come on.
Yeah, and they have no problem. It is hypocrisy at the end of the day, like that. That's just a little edge onto that. We weren't expected to talk about that.
And there's also things like that about because they don't want adverts to be inappropriate for the kids that are watching things like that. But you then have gambling adverts
Yeah,
and adverts for
Yeah.
credit cards and stuff.
32 Red Casino kind of
I
like.
see them all the time.
I
I see them all
mean,
the
you
time.
know, on like kids' video
Yeah, it's true.
things, and it's
Like,
like,
on their Minecrafts.
yeah.
It's madness. But these are issues. These are big issues with YouTube at the moment. But yeah, if within, if you like survival horror games,
Definitely
go
give
and
it a
pick
go.
up the second game.
Don't let the first one put you off.
And I'd say you don't need to play the first one to understand the second one. You can pick it up pretty quickly from that
And
early game. It explains a
if you
lot.
want to do anything, just watch a 5-minute video summarising.
Just summarising
the
it,
story,
they're going to
I guess.
exist. But it was two. Definitely a really cool game. The issue I've got at the moment is because I'm quite deep into playing survival horror games, and obviously in these sorts of games they expect you to be very sparse on things like ammo and health, and
Yeah.
I'm a tank
You
walking
know.
around this game. I've got so much of everything. I have no problems. Like it's the headshot all these enemies.
Yeah.
I've got one gun, which is a handgun, which I've upgraded to maximum to the maximum effect. I've got all the upgrades for damage and all the upgrades for the critical damage, and it just tanks everything. Nothing stands a chance against this gun. It's madness.
I think that's the thing though. It depends how you play games. Like as soon as I would have done exactly the same as you. As soon as I would have got into open world before I even considered a mission, I would have scoured the entire map. I would have done exactly what you did.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people who
I just
play
sequence
those.
point the game a little bit because of that.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be people are going to say it's too easy.
I think so, but I get it. I am only playing on medium difficulty.
Easy if you min-max it, which is what he's done. Clearly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people won't do that.
A lot of people get into the game and look, I've just got an assault rifle and I see an assault rifle and be like, oh, sick, and then use it as their main weapon and it won't be very effective.
Yeah.
No.
But then we know that's not how you play these games, but that's not the majority of people. That's not how the majority of people play.
Yeah.
We're just too good for this shit. So yeah.
We were dying to get that assault rifle, weren't we, from the minute we saw
Well,
it?
and then I got it. I was like, I really don't need it because I was
Literally,
I was one shot in everything with this pistol. It was madness.
We craved it and then we got it and we were like, no. Careful what you wish for.
If you like that video and want to see more like it, then click this playlist button here. If you happen to want to subscribe to us and check out all our content, then click this amazing, sexy button right here. Look how enticing it is. You know you want to click it. And if you're already subscribed to us, well then you are already an awesome human being.